Yeah, it is the top two who will go through. So both of these teams, I think, comfortably through now. Maybe it's top three. Anyway, both of these teams are comfortably through. So, effectively, a free run to try and get better positioning for the second phase of the competition, the second group stage, based on where they finish in the group. So both teams will want to try and top out their group. So hopefully we're in for a tight and very interesting game. A long time since these two have played each other, not meeting in any period between the World Championships. So we're off, and it looks like Armbruster maybe has a narrow lead. He does get to the ball just very marginally before Harvinkels. It's a timeout here. Armbruster taking a boat to the body. It didn't look direct on, more sliding on, but he's uncomfortable. I have a bruised rib already or something similar, so he's going to come off. And in his place comes Ota. So a good way to register with the referee that there already has been a significant foul in the game if your player comes directly off the pitch. So it is Mai now on the left-hand side. Out the back it comes to Linz, the keeper. Foul on the inside. I think that's committed by Gray against Ota. Gray having to fight hard against Ota. He's got the control at the moment on that right-hand side, but Germany trying to make the most of the screen that Ota's setting up. Gray working really hard there though. He's done well to regain the space, and Ota's having the captain to fight really hard for Germany. So a good start in defence for New Zealand. Germany getting set up here now. It's on the right-hand side now with Reimers. Reimers, back out comes to Linz. Linz over to Mai. Henning Mai with a big shot, saved. Blocked on the way through and then saved twice and controlled by Shepard. Nice control there. We have a timeout. And there's a call for the captain here. We might have a shot or a game clock issue or something similar. Ah, okay. The referee says it's his mistake. So, can happen. Referees do make mistakes. Anderson deciding to just state that it's a mistake and give possession to... it's going to be a referee's ball as a result. So, the referee affecting play there, and it will therefore be a referee's ball. Now, these are a rare occurrence. It's when the referees either it's so 50-50 they can't make a decision, or there is a mistake made like this. So you can think of it like a tip start in a game. This ball will drop in between the two players. They're not allowed to go over or try for the ball until the ball has touched the water. So they have to keep their hands on their deck until it does. Nicely controlled by both of them, but it is New Zealand and Alcock who come away with it. Don't really practice that very often. Certainly not part of the training schedule that people will practice that. It happens so rarely, but nice by Alcock there. Full commitment on the dive. So I think that's a fair result as well, because I think it was New Zealand's ball when that happened in the first place. So glad to see that outcome. We can get on with the rest of the game. Okay, so Shepard down the middle. Over to the right-hand side to Walters. Walters with the shot, blocked. The first sighter in the game for Linz then. Both keepers registering a big first save. Hamblin then to take the corner. Hamblin out to Walters. Cross to the left-hand side. It comes to Harvinkels. Harvinkels driving forward. Big shot himself. Oh! Almost caught the goalkeeper completely out there. And Mia was not expecting that shot, and it was well on target. So New Zealand keeping the goalkeeper honest here. Walters. Shepard. Shepard back to Harvinkels. Goalkeeper now very interested in what Harvinkels is up to. He takes the shot again. That time it's well high though. I don't think there was a touch on the way through, just far off from the goal. Maybe it slipped out of his hands. It's very, I mean, it's obviously wet on the pitch, but it's wet everywhere now. in the air. The ball's never drying off at any stage when it's coming into the hands, so very slippy, slick. Mai on the left-hand side at the moment. Good fight going on once more. This time it's between Gray and Armbruster. Shot coming off the left-hand bar. It's going to come back for Germany now. Mai back out to Linz. Linz going forward. Mai looking for the pass inside, does get it. Big push coming in, shot and deflected on the way in past the keeper. So a first goal of the game coming for Reimers. 1-0 to Germany and first blood. And initially Reimers looked like he was going to juggle the ball there and lose it, but managed to regather and score. So how can New Zealand respond here? Straight into the zone goes Alcock, fighting hard against two different German players, and he's backed up by Gray. New Zealand intentionally pressuring this right-hand side for a screen. Blocked on the way through for the shot from Walters. So New Zealand intentionally overloading one side of the German zone, trying to compress them, forcing the paddles in the water for the shot over the top from Walters, but the Germans wise to that. New Zealand need to stretch both sides of the pitch. They need to make it look risky on the other side of the pitch first before coming across to that side to really make the most of that tactic. Here they come, straight down the middle. Inside this time, options both sides. Opts over to the right-hand side. Placed inside to try and get it to Alcock. Alcock gathers beautifully. Full commitment on the ball. Goes for the shot himself, but he was at 90 degrees, so not as much power on it as he would want. And Linz smart to the block right in the middle of the net. Alcock needed to test the edges of the goalkeeper's reach there, especially at that speed. So Mai now to Armbruster. Armbruster back to Mai, foul committed on the inside. So New Zealand, do they have the opportunity to break? And it's a warning as well. Sorry, no warning, it was just 2 meters. So moving the New Zealand player by more than you're allowed to in one contact. You can move a player 2 meters in that zoning area, but after that you have to break contact before attempting to move them again. That rule used to be half a meter, it's now more liberal, so it's less often broken, but it was there. So round the back, shot coming, blocked on the way through. Shepherd sliding past Förster at the top. So Germany still playing with a very tight 3-1 at the moment. Mai ever present for this German side in attack on the side and right in the middle of the zone as well. The longest serving player of this German under-21 side. Let's see what New Zealand do here now. They've got a player on both sides trying to compress the zone at the moment. So Hamblin from the right, Gray from the left. Hamblin is getting a bit of an edge there. He's doing well on that right-hand side. There's a definite opportunity if they can stop the cover rounds. But it's gone now. And now Baker working hard to try and get back in, which he's managed. And once again, Hamblin working to make space there. So Hamblin and Gray still bringing the fight to the Germans on that right-hand side. It's opening up on the left, though. They can get another person around the back. Shot has to come. Just over the top of the bar. Shot clock was down to 13 seconds when Brooks took the shot. So there might have been 1 or 2 more opportunities there, at least to pass it round, but opting for the shot. So still 1-0 to Germany. They've ridden that period of attack from New Zealand well. Let's see if they can cement a 2-goal lead in this game. 3 minutes left on the first half. Förster out to Linz. Linz to Mai. Linz across to Förster. Förster has a little gap on this left-hand side. Nice ball inside. Beautiful. That's a fantastic goal there. Really nicely worked into the captain, Ota, in the middle. And that came from first, they're just having a little bit of space and looking threatening on that left-hand side as a result. So the New Zealand team worried about the shot coming and opening up the pass on the inside to Erta. Blind pass on the way in, nicely concealed. So Germany do take that 2-goal lead. And New Zealand come again, options both sides once more. It's with the captain, Walters. Walters shaping to shoot, opts against it. Knows they have a full minute on the shot clock at the moment. They're still pressuring the middle and the right-hand side. I think, if anything, Germany look most vulnerable on the left at the moment. Shot coming again, that takes a block on the way through. I think first had the first touch on that from Walters. We haven't really seen McEwen on this left-hand side yet come at the angle for New Zealand. Need to threaten, I think, this left-hand side more. So it's going to be a corner. Just waiting for the ball to come back here. Not sure why we're still waiting for a ball. The German coaches seem to have 2 balls in the corner of the pitch. And yes, there we go. One of them coming over now. Time is off, so clock isn't running down. So it's going to be Alcock, the vice captain for New Zealand, from the corner. He goes to McEwen. McEwen across the pitch. Shepherd. Shepherd back to McEwen. This is better. Left-hand side. Needed to come back around though. Germany away on the break, and this is what they're so good at. They find space out to the right-hand side. He's got 2 options on the left. He opts for the long pass over. This will come back to Mai in the middle. Mai with a shot. Touch on the way through though. Important touch from McEwen, who worked hard to get back there and cover that off. He was the man who took the shot down the other end. So impressive to be the person aside from the goalkeeper who's back for New Zealand. Mai on the ball. Nice screen there for him. Double block though. And a paddle foul there, definitely by Armbruster. It's quite a significant one. No warning coming from the refs, but that was definitely paddle directly onto hand. So New Zealand coming down the pitch once more. It's still 2-0. Shot coming early, but that's just given possession back to Germany there. That shot a little too early in the play from Shepherd. Maybe eager to try and get one back before half-time. And now Germany just kill the clock. So Germany know there's 40 seconds left on the game here, so they just take the speed out of the ball. And this is game management from them. They will run this down to maybe 10 seconds left before starting a run to try and get one more goal and not give possession back to New Zealand before half-time. So we're at 18, 17, 16, 15. Is that one? Oh, unlucky. Looked like Germany had been caught napping there, but they do manage to work it around. That's very unfortunate for New Zealand, but nicely finished by Becker. And the ball came to Linz there, I think, and he didn't know the pass was intended for him. And very, very close. Field came to taking the ball away from Germany, but then it fell and New Zealand were out of position as a result. So the long shot comes. Decent effort from the halfway line, but that will be half-time. So at half-time, 3-0. So Germany well up here in this game between these two sides. New Zealand will have been hoping for it to be a little bit closer than 3, and there's a long second half ahead of them. A reminder that New Zealand need a win here. They need a win over Germany. They can't afford the draw because Germany have a superior goal difference. Quite significant goal difference as well. Yeah, 22-14. So 8 goals in it. So I think New Zealand will reset this game now. It's a long way back to try and win against Germany from here, but they could end up facing them at a later stage of the competition. So I think if I was their coach at this stage, I'd be asking them to use it as an opportunity to really test their attacking plays and fight as hard as possible to keep Germany out. Scoreline is not going to be important at the end here, whether they lose by 1 or 15. More of a mental reset, not to rush it, not to be concerned about the occasion and the scoreline now, and try and make the most of the opportunity to take on one of the best sides in the under-21 men's game. Germany here at this championship, they finished second in the last 3 World Cups, but this is a side that's had quite a few new players join. They have 4 new players in the team and 4 players for who this will be their last under-21 championship, so a real mix of youth and experience in this side. Sometimes that can be a real bonus for a team. Some elder, experienced statesmen, some young, energetic wildcards. They are targeting a medal from the championship though, so they haven't stuck gold on the form that they've sent to us. Podium first is the target, and I have to say I think this German side, bar a shock result, look very strong at the moment for that. So 30 seconds until we get going in the second half. This New Zealand team, by comparison, their target is to make the semi-finals first and foremost, so top 4, and then they want to push on to win. Of course, every team ultimately wants to win, but a nice 2-stage target for them. They've done the first thing, which is they are going to progress from the group. So a free run here against Germany in the second half, 3-0 to Germany. Let's see who's going to go for this sprint. I think it's going to be Armbruster again. He's recovered from the first half, and he's up against Harvinkels. Who's going to get to this first? Harvinkels has the edge. Armbruster rides over the top, angles his boat nicely to avoid significant contact with Harvinkels and gains possession of the ball. So 2-0 on the sprint front to Armbruster. And now Germany set up for an attack. Now let's see if New Zealand can try and keep them out. Very smart play, into play. Mai coming back out at the same time that Kroner comes in, so that the defender has no chance to recover. Kroner then getting an easy edge on Alcock to start with. Alcock going to have to fight really hard to try and find his way back under again. Mai looking threatening at the back of the boat as a result. He has to slip back, which Kroner takes advantage of. Ball coming across the right-hand side. It's going to come back out. There's a nice potential gap in the middle there that Mai's running into. Goes for the shot himself. Shot clock running out. Nicely blocked by Alcock, though. So New Zealand do ride that period of possession. That was nice in the end. They forced through the plays from Germany. Upside down in the zone there. Not always the best tactic for Alcock, but he's righted himself and is getting stuck straight back in to Mai and Brewster. Run coming now on this left-hand side from Walters. Walters with the shot. Oh, nice little block there. Who's going to regather that? It has been gathered by New Zealand. There's an opportunity over the top. Walters, the captain, with a shot from outside. Blocked. Saved. It wasn't Linz. It isn't the registered or recognised keeper. It's Armbruster who comes away there. New Zealand losing their paddle. Regained now by Harvinkels. Oh, this aggressive contact happening in the middle here. Hamblin getting really stuck in at the moment to Baker. Keep an eye on that. New Zealand coming again. Oh, and shot over the top, saved. Oh, and blocked into the net. So The goal eventually coming for Shepherd, and that's the first goal in the game for New Zealand and the first goal of the second half. That's exactly what they will have wanted. Let's see if they can begin to unsettle this German side. It will take another goal before that happens. Germany, though, will try and use up their possession on the ball smartly, work an opportunity in attack and try and force a corner to go again. Here's Mai on the left. Oh, contact though with the body on the inside there. So New Zealand get possession back straight away and they're sending it long. Is that going to reach Harwinkels? Harwinkels, can he get the shot away? Can he pop it over the top? I think he's going to go for the shot eventually. He has to shoot now. Takes the block. Germany do well to cover back there. They did manage to get 3 people back to cover that break. And that ball up to Harwinkels just needed to be closer to the middle, and I think he would have stood a very good chance of finishing that off. That would have really turned the game. So no need for the foul from Germany. They need to be sensible here as well. Maybe just a little bit of complacency coming in for them, knowing where they lie in the group, the advantage they have. Linz then still on the ball, under pressure now, nicely blocked by Harwinkels, and he's regained it as well. Linz should have been able to get to that ball. I don't know if he didn't see where it landed, but Harwinkels fighting harder to get to it in the end. So Walters on the ball now, pops it over the top. That's going to force, yeah, nice play there by Förster against Gray to pick that one off, and that's a shame for New Zealand, but nicely played by Förster to both track the ball and then make clean contact there. Gray could have potentially put in one more stroke to really try and prevent Förster from making it over there, and there's a foul. Just inside the 6 meters is the call by Brian Anderson. So Förster there. So ball back with Germany. 5.5 minutes now left on the second half. Good speed on this run with all the left-hander. Lays it back to Mai. Definite space on the left-hand side now, though. Shot coming. Good save. Germans happy with that. It was nicely screened out by Kroner. And Förster making a very angled run on the left-hand side. And it's still open for him here. Working really hard to come round is McEwen. McEwen can't go too far, though. Förster still looking threatening. And Alcock's going to have to back up to cover that now. They're looking vulnerable still on this left-hand side. New Zealand. Alcock has been pinned. Pinned by Kroner. And here comes Förster once more. He's got the pass on the inside if he can play it. Nice block by Alcock, though, to see that and stop it. It's gathered by Walters. Walters needs a pass. He gets one. Is the long shot coming? Here it is. Is that on target? Oh, just underneath. That's a very long shot from Alcock. Ambitious, and they'd only just gained back possession, but I guess if they want to try and turn the game, then need to take that kind of opportunity. But I think that will probably put the game out of reach for New Zealand now. Still 4 minutes, but they need 3 more goals to be up in the game. And Germany will use up the time here. Mai over to Baker. Oh, sorry, Reimers on that right-hand side. Förster, Mai, Reimers, the left-hander. Yeah, just using up the time, Germany. I think we can see Mai take a run down the middle here. Here it comes. And now on that right-hand side, shot coming. Takes a save, nice save, well worked. You can see that run from Mai down the middle just happening because New Zealand are getting pinned on both sides at the moment well. And it allows Mai to just isolate the top man and lay it off to one side or the other. Same thing's happening again here. Over the top of the left-hander, though. Mai goes over there to try and fix his mistake, but Reimers turning back to get the ball for him. 44 seconds now on the shot clock. Reimers then making the run, trying to slip down this side. Comes back to Mai. Förster again looking threatening. Nice screen at the moment by Baker. And it's Hamblin who's working hard to get back behind Baker, but it's opening up that side. Hamblin's having to come across. Is Baker now free for a pass himself? He's not interested in it. It will come inside though. Nicely passed on the way through, and a great finish. Tight angle finish off the side netting from Germany, and it's Armbruster managed to scrunch his body up and get that ball away at the angle underneath. But I think a foul, sorry, the goal must have gone off the pitch before the shot there, so it's been a goal throw to New Zealand, so still 3 goals to 1. 2 minutes left now then. What can New Zealand do with these final 2 minutes? They've definitely grown into the game in the second half. They have not conceded yet in the second half either. It's a 1-goal lead. That's a foul against Baker under the net, and a green card for Baker as well. He will take. I have to say, I think Baker's slightly unfortunate there. I'm not even sure he knew that ball was coming, but he did touch it with his paddle and prevent Hamblin from catching it in the process. So it's a green card. And now at the moment Alcott trying to make as much space for himself as possible by extending the ball out with his hands, and now trying to position as well. And New Zealand are taking almost the entire team off the pitch in substitutes. So will Alcott go for the shot? Will he take on 5 German players? He does, but it's... Did that take a touch? It did take a touch on the way down, which he will be happy with, because otherwise that was a poor miss. Gray then to take the corner. Gray hops over the top to Shepherd. Shot on the left-hand side. Shepherd now, can he regather? It's between Shepherd and Mai. Shepherd commits himself to the ball, goes upside down. Foul coming from Mai. And I think that was a more significant foul than the previous one, but no card for that. Must be a first in the game for Mai. Ball comes back out again. You see them doing a great job of putting Germany under pressure here, but Germany comfortably still have that 3-1 lead. A reminder that in the second half here, New Zealand are a goal to the good by comparison, but that's the game now. So 45 seconds left on the game. Germany still with 4 players, but they will just see possession of this ball out now. They need to move for each other, Germany. They're getting quite compacted here. Erta. Oh, and I think ultimately Paul Winkles could have taken that with his hands. I think he ended up pushing it back into empty space, and Germany were quickest to react to it. So it's still the 4 players from Germany trying to see out the last 18 seconds here. It's Mai on the ball. He's got good space. They'll just pass it between them and then send it long. Up the pitch, the ball comes to Erta, and I think sure the captain will take the 5 seconds he has left here to just hold on to the ball. He may even take it upside down. Why not? Oh. There we go. Eventually, Erta makes it back upright, and that is the game then. So New Zealand take the game here, 3 goals to 1. They will lead the group stage in this group. They will top the group, but New Zealand with a fine showing in that second half there, and they will feel that there is opportunity against this side should they meet them again later in the competition. So 3-1 to Germany. Your next game here on pitch 1 is going to be between the Germany under-21 women against France under-21 women. And what a game that is in the women's group stages of the under-21 competition. So Germany versus France.